and I will be the moderator for today's service. Joining me in service today, our guest minister, Reverend Aikya Param, and she is also going to serve as our practitioner. Reverend Allen is also joining us today. And I want to begin by saying our welcome statement together, or I should say our mission statement. Our mission is transformation through spiritual practice, education, service, empowerment, and by living inspired lives. Probably that last one is the most important one of all. And now, I would like to bring forward Reverend Aikya Param for the opening prayer.
So the affirmation for today is, I give and receive freely with an open heart. And right here and right now, as we open our hearts to the day, to the message, to the goodness of being here together, I bless this service, remembering fondly and inviting Reverend Carolyn Douglas to come and bless us as we move forward, doing the things that she loved so much that we also will feel that love for each other and for this way of recognizing the presence and the goodness of God. I bless this service knowing everyone who has anything to do with it, either in a recorded form or live, is blessed, inspired, does well, and that we are all very fortunate to be here today. Giving thanks, I release my word, knowing God has got it all handled, and so it is. Now we'll have the first song, I think.
Yes, we do. It's called Needed Time by Eric Bibb.
I'd also like to send a greeting out to my brother Taj Mahal for sending this song this way. He's the one who introduced me to it, and I'm forever grateful and thankful and happy about it all. This is a song called Needed Time. Right now is the needed time. It's the needed time. Now is the needed time. Oh, right now is the needed time. Right now in the needed time. I'm down on my bended knees. I'm on my knees, praying, won't you come by here. Yes, I'm down on my bended knees, praying, won't you come by here. Singing right now is the needed time. Right now. Oh, right now is the needed time. the needed time. Turn up your love. Turn up your love. Even if you don't stay long, oh my Jesus, if you don't stay long, I'm praying, come by here. Oh Jesus, if you don't stay long, I'm praying, won't you come by here, my brother. Singing right now is the needed time. I know you'll feel the needed time right now. Oh, right now is the needed time. Right now is the needed time. Oh, 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 bless us.
My goodness, what a timely song, and what a beautiful song. I'm going to find the words and music, and I'm going to learn to play that before a Solomar next summer. That is great. It is now time to introduce today's guest minister, and I am pleased to welcome Reverend Aikya Param. She's an ordained minister at large of Centers for Spiritual Living. She has a master's degree in women's spirituality, and her ethnic ancestry is 75% Irish and 25% Native. All her adult life, Reverend Aikya has searched for her paternal grandfather's native nation. During the search, she met Lenape, Choctaw, and Cherokee people, and even learned some Choctaw language, thanks to some California powwow contacts. And by the way, if you've never been to a powwow, do it. What a joy to see this week's topic, circulation and wild strawberries. Reverend Aikya's great aunt took her family to pick blackberries on Long Island in the summer. Her great aunt and uncle lived in Petchog, another name for the Ukechog Nation, which now lives on a small reservation near Mastic, New York. And with that introduction, I am so pleased to welcome Reverend Aikya.
Thank you so much, Greg. I'm so delighted to be here. As probably most of you know, the year's topic is open at the top. And this month, we're looking at ancestral wisdom and new thought. But our topic is circulation and wild strawberries. I myself never have experienced wild strawberries, but Robin Wall Kimmerer, who was a Potawatomi native person from that nation, said that the wild strawberries that grew near where she grew up gave her her sense of place. I thought that was a very interesting thing. I don't know if any of you have thought about whether there was some some part of nature that was there where you grew up. And when you saw it, you knew you were home. For me, it wasn't a plant, it was the Hudson River. We lived on the top of the Palisades, and the Hudson River and everything that went on with it gave me my initial sense of place. This is where you live. This is your special sacred place. So, and my dad used to teach me all kinds of things that the native people believed about, that knew and understood about the weather and the interaction between the weather and the water. My paternal grandfather was Patchogue. I looked all over to find out what nation was it? What nation was it? And we used to go visit his brother and sister-in-law. So that'd be my great uncle and great aunt in Patchogue. And by golly, that's what they were. They were Patchogue Indians, part of the Unkachog Nation. And it was really, in preparation for this talk, I found this piece of information. I didn't know that was the name of a native nation. I just thought it was a place where we went. And what we did when we went there is we went with my great aunt. She would give us each one of her amazing, beautiful baskets that she had made from the grasses that grew along the beach. And we would go out and gather blackberries. She knew exactly where the best blackberries were. And we'd fill up our baskets and bring home just a huge amount of blackberries. And they'd be cooked and turned into jelly and put in jars and kept on the shelf and enjoyed all year long. So the blackberries gave to us, and we received and enjoyed and were delighted. So about this topic of that brings forward the law of circulation, where what we give, we also receive back, or we receive something back. It may not be the same thing, but something comes back that's good. The example that I know best from my life as living this law is a spiritual teacher named Amma. She used to come every year to the United States and travel all around, and she was famous for hugging people. And so what did she give people? I mean, she gave them a hug, but what she gave them was an experience of unconditional love. Most of us have never had that experience. And that alone was healing. Sometimes she actually also healed people of their physical or emotional problems, not with great fanfare, just simply did it. When she was a little girl, before she was a teenager, I think, she had an experience of becoming one with God. And it filled her with such energy that other people actually recognized it. They could feel that energy from her. And so she used to have a meditation every Friday where people would come and she would recreate or return to that powerful experience of oneness with God and would bless people. So from the time she was a little girl, she was in a little village in South India, which is now a big center, but it was just a little village then. And as people heard about it, more and more people came, and they had to, make a bigger place. And people began to invite her to their homes, to bless their home, to bless their family, or they invited to their town or city. And this first was just in South India, and then pretty soon she was going farther around different parts of India. And soon people heard about her, and they invited her to visit cities and countries in Europe and in the United States. Why did they do this? Because she gave them that experience of unconditional love, and it changed their lives. They were healed of emotional hurts. It changed their lives, and they gave back to her in many ways. They gave her money. They invited her, of course, and so her fame spread. They built centers where people could say prayers together and meditate. And these were dedicated to her. And as she was visiting, they would tell her about the needs in their area. And as she traveled around, she would tell her wealthy donors, hey, they need some way to help the children. There are so many children who need heart operations, and there's nowhere where they live out in the rustic areas where that can be done. And she'd say, they need some kind of water treatment over here. People are getting sick from drinking the water, which isn't pure. And her donors would give back for that gift of unconditional love. They would build a hospital. She had a big hospital. It's even more large now in South India, where it was originally built to do heart surgery on children, and the surgery was done for free. And the hospital worked with Boston Children's Hospital to make sure they were doing everything just right. And it's expanded now. I went to the doctor here in Oakland. I had a serious skin cancer on my forehead, which he was treating, and he saw my mala and said, "Is that Amma?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Oh, I saw her. I went to visit her hospital. I never met her, but I was able to see what they're doing now to deal with skin cancer in Amma's hospital." So it was like, wow, this is a small world, right? So these are the kinds of things. And in return for that experience of unconditional love, which once you have it, it doesn't go away, it doesn't fade. You may forget about it, but it's always inside you. And people gave and built, and the hospital offering free or low cost health care, medical and nursing schools, because they, at some point they said, we don't have enough nurses. So they made a nursing school and then a medical school. And they have mobile clinics because, of course, the people in the remote areas don't have access to any kind of health care. So they created and sent out mobile clinics. And then there was no education in these areas, so the people could never really change their status. They were always going to be poor and struggling. So they established schools in these remote areas. And where food, water, and shelter facilities were needed, they were also built. The transformation that she was able to oversee and bless was given by people who were grateful for that experience of unconditional love that she gave them. So it's very much an example of the law of circulation. Now, she was able to do all that because she dedicated her entire life to giving that experience of unconditional love to people and traveling around. And only recently they've tried to have her give talks. So it's a very interesting example. And we're not able, or we haven't chosen to give our entire lives to giving. So we're not able to have the kind of powerful worldwide effect that she has had. So the law of circulation involves giving and receiving, and they're both Ernest Holmes says they're inseparable parts of spiritual life. Well, they're inseparable parts of life. In our families, in our relationships, even in dealing with our own selves, there is a giving and receiving going on all the time. And God is ready to give us all good. That is the environment that we live in. This all-powerful, all-loving God is ready to give us all good. But we can only have as much as we're willing to receive. Sometimes some people have I had a hard time receiving because I was brought up and taught to give. You know, I was a little Catholic girl in Catholic school, and we always were giving, you know, to help the missions. And later, when I found out what the missions were doing in some parts of the world, I was like, oh my gosh, as a little tiny child, I was contributing to that. Oh dear. But but the idea, just we were taught to give, not to receive. Nobody ever said anything about receiving. So that was a big deal at a certain point in my life when somebody said, wait, you can't do just one of those. You have to also receive. And I had a lot of conflicts. I didn't think I was worthy of receiving. Why should I receive when so many people who have much less than I do are in need? Just all kinds of things. Or let's not talk about that, you know. Can we change the subject? Deflecting the whole thing. So I had to work on receiving, and when people would give me a compliment, just to say thank you. When people would give me anything, just say thank you. And when I was just starting to kind of get this receiving thing, I would say thank you, and I think to myself, this person sees something about God in me, and that they are thanking God, not my personality. And I could more happily and easily say, thank you. So anyway, that's just my little story about receiving. Maybe others of you have that issue as well, or have had in your life in the past. So giving freely, love, kindness, or resources, when we give in that way, without strings attached, without, well, I'll give you this and then you'll do that. No, just giving freely, we set the law of circulation in motion so that good can also come back to us. And Robin, the native woman who inspired this lesson, her people believe that everything is a gift. Everything. And they believe in the sacredness of giving and receiving. They think that they believe everything is a gift. As far as they're concerned, buying and selling removes the sacredness from what is sold. That I thought was a really interesting idea. Because, I mean, we live in a commercial culture. It's not a it's not a gift culture in general. So everything we do is buying and selling. So it's interesting to think, just to think and ask myself, have we lost the sacredness of what is sold versus when you freely give something or do a kindness for someone? Then whatever it is, that it carries your love. That's the blessing and the sacredness. So how do we actually live our lives? Live this gift idea. They suggest you should ask yourself some questions. What is mine to give? What is mine to give? What do I have that I can give? Start each day by choosing something to give that day. Maybe it'll be a kind word that you can say to someone, or maybe to as many people as possible through that particular day. Kind word is what you're giving. Or maybe a listening ear. Be willing to be still and let someone tell you what's happening in their lives, how they feel about it. Whether it's happy or sad, just be that listening person. Or maybe it'd be a simple favor. Somebody asks you to do something and you say, oh, sure, no problem. That's just make the thing you're giving that day, giving simple favors wherever the opportunity arises. So, the other part of it is, how open am I to receiving? Receiving gifts, compliments, opportunities, without changing the subject, without saying anything negative about yourself, no self-criticism, how bad you feel about how bad you feel about yourself today is none of their business, so you need not bring it up. No self-criticism, just receiving and saying thank you, because they're giving to the goodness that they have seen or experienced through you. They're giving to the God they have seen through you. So then, how might your life change if there was an easy flow of giving and receiving? Kindness and generosity would flow both ways. And there would be a conscious exchange, an intentional exchange of good. If you start your day asking, what is mine to give? And then you give with that loving intention. God is in and through you and expressing as you. You can give whatever things, large or small, with that same love. It can come right along with what you're giving. So it would be a conscious exchange of good and intentional, blessed, blessing exchange of good. So the law of circulation, this reciprocal concept of giving and receiving, is central to living a fulfilling, abundant life. If there seems something lacking, it can be activated to bring greater abundance, greater joy, greater radiance to that particular life area. How would my life change if I gave and received freely with no hesitation? No hesitation, not worrying about how am I going to pay the bill if I, and so forth. How might my life change if I gave and received freely? And notice any thoughts or feelings that may come up as you consider doing that. Excuse me. How might your relationships, your sense of abundance or connection to life change? It seems like considering doing this is like turning on a bright light that reveals all the beauty around you and in other people and in your experiences. It seems like a spotlight to greater delight in every aspect of your life. Let me see if taking a little drink will make this frog go away from my throat. Oh, well, maybe we just have a froggy throat, that's all. So this week, you can do a few interesting things to set this law of circulation in motion. You can list a few unwanted items around your home on FreeCycle. I looked up FreeCycle. It's freecycle.org. It's just a national organization, and they will take donations and find them new homes. So I know I certainly have loads of things in my house that I could give to FreeCycle, and there is one in Oakland, so I'm all set. And or there's maybe some other place that you have that you know that you usually work with. But that's one of the things. You can list some unwanted items and let them go to a new home. You could think of something small you could give to a friend to show your appreciation for their kindness, for their for whatever it is they have done to enhance and bless your life. It could just be something like being a listening heart when they need to talk, or giving them a loaf of banana bread, or taking them out on a lunch date. A little thing you could give to a friend. Then you could send a small gift of gratitude to a musician or an artist in thanks for the inspiration you received. I don't know if Reverend Allen knows how we could get in touch with Eric Bibb. Those of us who really love that song might want to let him know. Send him a small gift of gratitude, even just a note telling how much you appreciated his song. And then the other part of it, of course, is to receive. So joyfully receive all that is offered. Accept the gift, the compliment, the help with an open heart and an easy thank you. That is what you can do this week. And I give thanks for this opportunity. I had been thinking about a totally different topic when this opportunity came, and that was hope. This time is challenging in many ways, and I was drawn to consider hope. You know, faith and charity I never had a hard time with, but hope was always like, what's that all about anyway? And it was quite fascinating to see what hope meant to people in the major religions. And I think I appreciated the Jewish perspective maybe the most. They were able, and each of us, maybe this is why, because each of us can think of all the ways in which God has blessed our lives. Major ways that God has helped us get through difficult illnesses, experiences, relationships, and we can just list them from our early childhood to the present day, all the ways in which God has helped us. And based on that blessing of goodness throughout our entire lives, even though the political situation is worrisome, many things in world dynamics don't look very good right now, but we can know it's different in a way from a vague expectation, but we can know that God's good is at work in all of it. things are being brought out, called forth, coming into existence that would never have happened if we weren't having the challenges that we all see in the news. And that's the basis for the Jewish idea of hope, is to remember all the ways that God had been with them, saved them, brought them out of Egypt, across the desert, gave them the law, all of it. And so they know, they are sure God is with them always. And we can also do the same thing. We can also do the same thing. And with that, I think I'll bring my talk to a close. I hope it hasn't been too short again. But I am grateful for being here. I think fondly always of Reverend Carolyn and how much she loved serving this community. And I hope she is watching over us today so she can see the people that she loved so are still here. They're still faithful. They're still determined to uphold, to grow this community and make it the best it can possibly be. I know she blesses us. And so now I think it's time for the second music. I am the place where God shows up.
Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have the health of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place.
I am the place where God
You are the place.
moves and breathes and has
We
its
are the
being.
place
I am the place
where God shows up. I am the place.
I am the place where God
You are the
moves and
place.
breathes and has
We
its
are the
being.
place
I am the place
where God shows up. I want you to clap your hands and sing it with me. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up.
Eddie Watkins, can I have some more of that? Can we have some more of that? A little more? One more.
I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up.
Eddie Watkins!
What a great song, huh?
It is.
Yes, and speaking of showing up, thank you, Reverend Aikya, for being with us, blessing our congregation today. And I'd also like to acknowledge that we had Beth Anderson and Richard Marr joined us during the service. So welcome to you as well.
Great.
I think that he demonstrated in that song, Eddie Watkins, one of the things you mentioned earlier, Reverend Aikya, about when someone asks for something, he could have stopped and said, "Well, I don't know." No, he just started playing again. So that's he didn't even have to say anything. He just immediately jumped right in there with all the same enthusiasm as he's been showing all along.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a lesson in that as well. So this is time for intentional giving. And so we'll first bring up our giving affirmation. Here we go. It's partly obscured on my screen. I don't know. Hold on one second. Okay, I fixed it. So we can say this together. I bless this gift with all my love. As I give, I embody prosperity and abundance, knowing I am fully supported by the universe. This is a symbol of my love and gratitude. It does great work in the world and returns to me easily, effortlessly, and often. Now, in terms of how we actually operationalize that, there's several ways to donate. Our website donate button, you can go to cslpeninsula.org and press the donate button. From your PayPal account, simply send it to cslpeninsula@gmail.com, or if you prefer Zelle, exactly the same address. And for those who still enjoy writing checks and putting them in envelopes, we're more than happy to receive your mailed contribution at CSL Peninsula, Box 3243 in Berkeley, California. And now, this is time for the song to acknowledge gratitude for what we receive. A beautiful song by Karen Drucker, who writes her own songs, by the way. This one's called I Am Grateful.
Gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me. And I say, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. And every day I just simply say, I'm so grateful. Even though I don't know what I'm grateful for, sometimes so grateful. Even when things look really bad, so grateful, because you never know what it means. So grateful. I say I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. Now you want to do some movements with me? Gratitude before me, behind. Gratitude behind me, to the left. Gratitude to the left of me, to the right. Gratitude to the right of me, above. Gratitude above me, below. Gratitude below me, within me. Gratitude within, all around me. Gratitude all around. And I say, I'm so grateful. You just open up. So grateful. And always to yourself. I'm so grateful. To the people that you love. I'm so grateful. And release, let it go. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to yourself now. I'm so grateful. Yes. I'm so grateful. I'm so, now if you want to stand up, you can, or if you want to sit, whatever you want to do. Gratitude before. If you stand up, you got to put a little wiggle. Gratitude behind, to the left. Gratitude to the left of me, to the right. Gratitude to the right of me, above me. Gratitude above me, below. Gratitude below me, within me. Gratitude within, all around me. Gratitude all around. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Look how good you are. I'm so grateful. 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 Oh yes, I am. I'm so grateful. Now put your hands over your heart and close your eyes for a moment. And just think about what you're grateful for. Just scan your life. Think about, get pictures of people in your mind's eye. It could be kitties or doggies, your pets. It could be the person that's standing right next to you. This community, Reverend Abigail. Just give thanks right now. Just see your life. Let's sing one more time. Oh, gratitude before me, behind. Gratitude behind me, to the left. Gratitude to the left of me, to the right. Gratitude to the right of me, above me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me, within me. Gratitude within, all around me. Gratitude all around. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. To yourself. I'm so grateful to the people you love. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so release, let it go. I'm so grateful. 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 And just open up your arms. I'm so grateful. Do that again. I'm so grateful. If you would, I want you to turn to the person next to you and tell them one thing you're grateful for this morning. Just one thing. One thing. And I started to swim, and it just was like this gigantic yes for me.
There was a little clue as to the time period in which that took place. If you were listening carefully, you might have heard her mention Reverend Abigail.
Oh,
Yeah. And today it was Reverend Aikya Param. So I just wanted to mention once again, I'm a big proponent for the annual summer retreat at Asilomar, but when you go, she's at those retreats and you not only get to sing along with her, you get to play along with her. She's very playful. She's also a comedian and she comes to the campfires at night, and it's just amazing to actually be with her and not just watching her on a video.
yeah. She is
All right.
so sweet.
At this time, I would like Reverend Aikya, if you would be so kind as to bless any tithes and offerings we've received today.
Right here and right now, with an open heart, we receive the tithes and offerings of everyone who says thank you for this service and for the service of Centers for Spiritual Living Peninsula. I give thanks for all of it, small, medium, large. In God there is no size, and in a heart of love there is no size. These tithes and offerings bless our community, bless each of us so that we can learn and grow and go forth in the world to do more good. I give thanks for everyone. Bless every single thing that is given, that has been given today, whether in person, through the website, through any of the ways that we were told we could give. I bless the giver, I bless the gift, and I know that all of us are greater for the generosity of each of us. And so it is.
So it is. Thank you, Reverend Aikya.
And so it is.
And now our third and final song of the day, You Can't Beat God Giving, Billy Preston.
There he goes.
Who picked the music for this?
That was Reverend Allen,
Reverend Allen. Oh, well done.
the chooser of the music. Yeah, that one was fabulous. Perfect for
That's
today.
just amazing. I noticed that the pastor also is good pastor. That's an interesting name for a pastor.
Yeah.
And as far as singing gospel, there's something about that Hammond organ. It's almost like God invented it, just so you.
I know.
His glory.
Didn't he play with the Beatles also? Billy Preston? Didn't Billy Preston also play with the Beatles?
Yeah, he was the fifth Beatle for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's also played with the Rolling Stones, actually. Yeah.
Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, the Beatles could, all of them could play the piano, but not enough to play. None of them considered themselves professional pianists or organists. So they needed to bring someone in. And Billy Preston is the person that they brought in. And he was right there in the studio with them recording their final album. So yeah, just absolutely amazing. And my stepfather was a professional musician, so we had a Hammond organ in our home.
Oh,
Wow.
So, yeah, we got to listen to all kinds of music. But that gospel, man, that just fits right in perfectly.
And you know that Karen Drucker from I think I may go back and I edited that. I think I may go back and re-edit it and publish that again, because it's the one I have there is 2 hours long, but you know that was the whole service. But just that one song can stand by itself.
yeah, that's nice.
It is, yeah. I may just go back and re-edit that from way back.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, that Karen Drucker thing is, yeah, that was
Yes.
great. So with all the audience, you know, that could, you know, that's something we need to share with everybody. It's
like
just
the
on
whole
it's just at our YouTube channel, but you know, yeah.
seemed like the audience. Oh, choir was the audience.
I know, isn't that amazing? Yeah, anyway.
So Reverend will be doing the music all month. And so we'll have some more of his style.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you so much for doing that.
Yes, and thank you again, Reverend Allen. And while we have you front and center, I believe you're going to give us our announcements for this week.
Yeah, there's nothing new necessarily, but I am teaching a visioning course starting in February 22nd. And we may be, if you go to the website, I don't know if if the portal is on the website, but there are several courses listed if you can get to the portal. And I don't know if it's on there yet. Is it on the website? The portal, the education portal? We have to go to it now, but I'm just saying that's one way to look up whatever courses are available that you might be interested in taking. So.
All right. Anything else?
That's about it.
Okay.
Well, we have a couple other announcements. Here's the Mindful and Toastmasters. Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see it.
It's Mondays from 6:30 to 8.
And where is that?
It's on Zoom, I think.
Oh, it's on Zoom. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see Zoom link. I didn't see that at first. Okay. Yes. All right.
And
Reverend Allen, would you like
This
to say
is,
something?
Reverend Teresa's workshop, or actually course she's teaching. It started on the 22nd of January, which is coming up pretty soon, and it goes through to the 26th of February from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. our time. And it's a course titled Invite You as the Universe. Wake into the infinite, deepening and expand your practice in
Infinite You.
2026.
Infinite You.
Infinite You.
As within, so without. Have you noticed that when it comes to things that are human size, we do just fine with science? You know, it's allowed us to have great technology, airplanes, radios, Zoom meetings. But as things get smaller and smaller or bigger and bigger, we keep finding out that we were wrong and we really don't know anything at all.
Right.
So yeah, they've had to rethink everything we used to believe about the nature of the universe and how it came to be. And as they find smaller and smaller particles, they sort of take us to school once again and saying, you haven't predicted anything about how we behave. So anyway, I think that may be intentional. We'll never run out of things to search for. Okay, if there's any more announcements, or did anyone have anything they wanted to share?
I just
Yes,
have,
Reverend.
thank you. I just have a quick announcement. This is an amazing service today. Every piece of it. I felt so gifted. And thank you so much, Reverend Aikya. It was really fun talking with you over the weekend, and your talk was so down to earth and beautiful. And I do need to scoot out of here, and that's why I just kind of barged in here for a minute. But I loved every bit of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for all your help, Linda.
You're welcome.
Couldn't have done it without you.
No,
Right.
it takes all of us.
That's right.
Yes. So, and thanks for everyone who is here with us today in service. And I would say at this point, if we could call upon you one more time, Reverend Aikya, would you please give us a closing benediction?
Yes, I'd be happy to. Everyone, in that feeling of gratitude and appreciation, let us carry that with us as we go away into the rest of our day. Some of us will be joining again in a few minutes to socialize and share. I give thanks for all the beauties of this service. And I know that we bring forth the gift of it as we go through our day, through our week, till we meet again. We are truly, truly blessed and grounded in spirit. And in that spirit of gratitude, in that feeling of blessing, I release my word, celebrating that's already done. Anyone who has any problems, give them to God now. Give away worry. Any health problems, give them to God. We know that's where they are taken care of. I give thanks, I release my word, and so it is.
Yes, so it is.
Woo!
All
Thank
right.
you for that talk, Aikya. Very nice.
Thank
Wonderful.
you for being here. Okay, oh, here we are,
Yes. When shall we reconvene?
Take about
Reverend?
15 minutes and we'll see you on Zoom. The same
Sounds-
Zoom link.
no, we
Sounds
don't have
great.
to put anything in, we just hit the same
You
Zoom
can
link.
keep it
Okay.
open. Or
Yeah.
Yay, that works.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, see you soon.
Yes.